So let us see the Mentor Graphics EDA Tanner Tools installation procedure right now. Uh, so first of all, you can download the tools through the link provided in the description. After you download the tools, tool setup, you can find the following checklist in the downloaded folder. There will be all setup files available. So what I do is, first of all, I'll go with the procedure to do the installation. So the procedure of the installation will be carried out in 4 steps. In first 3 steps, we have to install the 3 components separately. So as a Tanner tools EDA Tanner EDA tools as a first component, and Tanner utilities as a second component, and the drivers will be the third component. And now let me show you what will be the application files for each component installation is. So here we have first one. So here in this folder there is a application file available. So application file available. So through this application file we can do the installation for the Tanner Tools EDA. Yes, and then there is a second setup file. You can see it. This is the application file. Through this application file you can install the utilities. And then so here we have a drivers, and here there is application file is available. So through this application file we can install the drivers also. So like that we have to install the 3 components one by one. Then we have to set the environment variables. That is the complete procedure. And we can go with separate application files and we can do the installation, or else there is another procedure also. There is a application file, like a setup file, which is available over here, through which we can do the complete installation procedure as component 1 and component 3 2 and 3, which are installed separately through the application separate files. Instead of that, there is a setup file which is available over here, through which we can do the installation for the 3 components continuously one by one. So for that, what I'm trying to do is I will be giving right click on this one, and I will go with the run as administrator, and I'll give S. I will give S, then give next, and here it is showing that we have to do the installation for the EDA tools, then we have to do the installation for the utilities, and then drivers, then a set environment variables. That will be in the fourth step. So 4 steps we need to do one by one. So now in the first step, let us do the installation for the Tanner tools. And we have to remember one thing: whatever the procedure we are trying to do it over here, that will be repeatedly done for 2 times. So you have a confusion that like the same steps are repeatedly done, in the sense it's not mistakenly done. It is as a part of like procedure it is done. So give next and accept that license agreement, and user name Ganesh, and organization like anything you can give it. It's not an issue with anyone can access this one. Give okay. And where you can do the installation in the separate file, in the folder, in the separate drive, that you can change it. So where you feel comfortable to access the tools, there you can install it. So what I'm trying to do is, I will be creating a folder in the C drive. So Tanner tools. So I have created a folder in the C drive, folder in the C drive. There I am trying to install the Tanner tools. So give next, next. Yes. So give finish. So first component is installed, And now let us go with the second component. We need not to do anything, that the initialization for the doing the installation for the utilities will be started now. It will be started automatically. So now we can see that utilities will be installed. So the same steps what we have done it for the first component, it will be done for the second component also. Give agreement, accept, next. So I'll change this one. Yes, second one also done. This is optional, we can skip this one, or else like we can install the drivers also. Yes, finish. So three components were installed, and after that we have to set the environment variables. I'll just cancel this one, and I'll give OK. There is a option that we have to set the environment variables, uh, where we have to go through the set environment variables over here, and we have to add each and every variable. So whatever that tool setup we are trying to add it, install it, so that variable and that value means that location, that we have to give one by one, so that we have to add all the installation files one by one. Instead of that, there is another option also. So whatever the crack files that we have it. So while we have done the installation through the setup which is provided through the link, uh, there itself. So this is the folder I have provided, right? So there you can see the crack files. So all crack files which we have it, right? We can copy these files wherever that installation is done. In the C drive, there is a folder we have created that name with the Tana tools. There, what you do is you just paste all the files, crack files. You paste it here. Yes. So set environment variables. That is the fourth step is done with this one, and then close this one, and now you can find that sedit. So you can get a sedit. So Tana tools installation process is done. So with that, let us see the sedit, is it open or not. After you open the Tana tools sedit, it will ask you whether that examples for the doing the doing the uh, like uh, experiments and that and all, examples like we have to get it for making use of like Tana tools. There is an option like setup, so that all examples will be loaded into the drive where you have given a destination. So what I do is I will be giving a browse option. So where in the C drive itself, where in the C drive itself, in the Tana tools itself, I'll be creating a folder with the name of examples. So whatever the examples will be created, that all will be loaded into the folder of examples which I have created. So examples, there I will do this one installation. So what it will do is, so whatever the examples that predefined one which is available with the Tanner tools, all will be loaded into that particular folder which we have created, examples folder which I have created. So we can see it. So in the C drive there is a Tanner tools which we have created while the installation process is done, and there the examples is we created now itself. In that examples folder all files are loaded, so license files and examples and guidelines and like user guide, everything is loaded, and even that even the standard library is also loaded. So we can make use of the standard libraries for the use of like when you need some kind of transistors, when you need some kind of diodes, everything will be available in the standard libraries. And now we'll see how that tool is getting operated. This is what the geo window of the Tanner tool. So we have to create a new design. So we have to give the name of the design, and we have to load the particular design in the folder which you need. In the D drive, I wanted to load that project in the D drive. That is your option. Even you wanted to do it in the C also possible. So when you have C is not having enough space, then you can go with the other drives also. My project, Tanner project, I will be loading in the D drive. Give OK. Yes, give OK. So with Ganesh is the name, the library is created. Under the library, what I do is, under the library, I'll add like standard libraries. I'll add standard libraries as I have shown you in the examples. I have shown you there is a process and there is a standard libraries which are available. There I have a devices. At that devices standard design I will be loading over here. Just open and give OK. So with that devices are loaded into the library. So now what I do is, I will be creating a cell now, new cell now, schematic cell now, cell with the name of text. It's your wish, you can change that any name. Give OK. Give OK. And where you want like diode, you can do the instance. So you can add the diode over here. So how many diodes you need, you can add that many, and you can do the connections through this one, and you can do the connections through this one. And after you do the connections, so you can give that inputs and you can go with the commands. So you can do simulation. That process of doing the simulation we'll discuss in the next session.